everybody. This is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, and not caring enough. Now I'm on a journey to find what's right, always telling the truth.
Hey, this is EAJ-Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff,
Doing bad time.
San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome everybody to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be here today. We got a jam-packed show for you guys today. You're going to be having your sports fix by Sports World Radio. And Jeff Escal and Sean Mann bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet. Now, let's get all the particulars out of the way before we bring in our co-host today. Hanging out, listening to the show at SportsWorldRadio.com. If you're over at SportsWorldRadio.com and you want to get in touch with the show, there's a bunch of different ways to get in touch with the show. First off, if you're a Skype user and you're at SportsWorldRadio.com, click on the little red icon that you see on the left-hand side that says Call Now, and you'll be directed right to the show if you're a Skype user only. Now, if you're a non-Skype user and you want to use the telly, that's right, I said telly. I know we're not in London, but I said telly. 619-663-3715. That's 619-663-3715 is the number to get in touch with us here at Sports World Radio. Head on over to Facebook and like our Facebook page at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Also, head on over to Twitter and follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. And now, with all those particulars out of the way, what do you say, hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man.
Hello there, Jeff, and welcome everybody to Sports World Radio. It is Friday, 6:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 6:07 p.m. on the East Coast, 3:07 p.m. on the West. It's cloudy, it's wet, it's rainy, and I know before we came on the air, Jeff, you said it's sunshiny there and hot.
It's always sunshiny here and hot, man. San Diego, for Jiminy Cricket's sakes. It's always freaking hot in here, man. You know? We got a jam-packed show. Dr. Myth hanging out in the chat room. Our production man in the chat room. Our producer, Josh Lopez. A whole bunch of other people hanging out in the chat room with us. If you want to come and hang out in the chat room with us, head on over to Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Head on over there. Type in Sports World Radio and get yourself a free account at Spreaker and come and hang out in the chat room with us at Spreaker. How about that, Sean?
Go. There you go.
There you go. So what's going on with you?
Nothing much. Just doing well, and the NBA draft is complete. Jeff, what did you think of it last night?
Well, I had to stop watching the NBA draft at 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, because of the tribute with Tony Gwynn.
Because of the Tony Gwynn tribute. Yes, that was freaking awesome, man. Last night. Go ahead.
I meant to ask you that, too, Jeff. I know that the Encyclopedia man didn't send me a story about that. I don't think he did. But I was going to ask you, you had to be having a tear inside of you because he meant a lot to you since you knew him and meant a lot to the city of San Diego.
Well, I'll tell you something. It was 2 hours long last night. Okay? It started at 7. He officially didn't start it until 7:19. But it started at 7 and didn't end until 9 o'clock. I'm going to tell you something. 2 hours of nothing but tears running down my face, man. It was freaking incredible last night, what the Tony Gwynn tribute that they did at Petco Park last night. Freaking awesome. Padres did a great... I am not a fan of Ted Leitner. I can't stand him. But I'm telling you something right now. He did an awesome awesome job with the Tony Gwynn tribute last night. Great job. San Diego Padres did a great job. It was freaking awesome, and there was not a dry. Do you know they had over 20,000 people at Petco Park last night for the tribute?
I do believe that because it was a very emotional and a very touching tribute.
Over 20,000 fans at Petco Park last night. Unstinking believable. It was freaking awesome. It was a lot of fun to see. And I'm going to the game on Saturday night. And I'm going to take my mini recorder with me, and I'm going to talk to some of the fans and bring that back to the show on Monday. So get ready for that on Monday. But it was freaking awesome. If you haven't had a chance to see the Tony Gwynn tribute, head on over to SanDiegoPadres.com. SanDiegoPadres.com, and you can watch the tribute over there. It was awesome. If you're a baseball fan, you should see it. If you were a Tony Gwynn fan, you should see it. A baseball fan, you should see it. It was awesome. Joe Torre was there. Tommy LaRusso was there. A whole bunch of people did a whole bunch of things last night on the Megatron. It was awesome. And I can guarantee you will not have a dry eye if you watch the whole entire thing. It was just awesome to see.
Yeah, it was very moving indeed, and it was a good tribute, especially the fact that he will be missed every day.
Yeah, he's going to be missed every day, and it was fun-filled 2 hours of really hard stuff, a lot of fun, and it was pretty cool because Ted Leitner played Tony Gwynn's laugh on his phone, so you got to hear him laugh one more time. And Tony Gwynn had a really infectious laugh. It was an awesome laugh, and that's going to be missed. He's going to be missed, and it was a wonderful, wonderful Tony Gwynn tribute last night. Just wonderful. If you want to go see it, if you're a baseball fan, you should see it. Check out SanDiegoPadres.com and look for the Tony Gwynn tribute. All right, Sean, what do you got for me, buddy?
We go to the NBA draft here, and the Cavaliers welcome Andrew Wiggins. As you know, yesterday he was the first pick in the NBA draft.
Mm-hmm.
As his talent son, Andrew was presented with his new white and gold Cavaliers jersey. Mitchell Wiggins finally let go of some painful memories. This is it, he thought, his second chance, another shot at an NBA career broken in a haze of cocaine abuse. So, Jeff, what do you think of this guy, Andrew Wiggins? The Cleveland fans got to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I'm not too fond of his father living through his son right now.
Yeah.
You know, that his son is different than his father, so his father shouldn't have even said that. Just my opinion on that. His father should have never said anything like that. Do you know that the Dallas Mavericks, the New York Nets, the Golden State Warriors, the Portland Trailblazers, and the New Orleans Pelicans didn't have a pick in the draft? What the hell is up with that?
I did not notice that until now. I didn't watch very much of the NBA draft either. Probably the first, 10 picks of the first round.
Yeah, I watched it up until 7 o'clock, and then I changed the channel, and then I went back to see the Knicks make their first pick. They got Clean Anthony early from Wichita State.
What did you think of that move?
Not bad. He's a good ball player. He'll help out in the triangle offense for sure. And then they picked up Thananius Antetokounmpo from the NBA D-League. The hell? Hey, nice name that is there. Unbelievable. 60 stinking picks. That draft went pretty quick yesterday, didn't it?
It went very fast.
See, that's what I like about the NBA draft. Hey, Glenn Robinson III went to the Minnesota Timberwolves in the 40th pick. Glenn Robinson III. Wow, huh?
Wow.
Wow. You think
So
he'll have a good
the NBA
career?
draft is all complete and over with pretty much. The next thing we got is NBA free agency. That starts July 1st, so that's coming up in a couple days.
Yeah, and I was reading an article that Carmelo Anthony is going to be talking to the Lakers, the Clippers, Houston, Dallas, and the Knicks. And that's it. No Miami. How about that?
That's kind of surprising because you would think that he would want to talk with Miami. I always had that feeling that he and LeBron would be texting back and forth.
But you can also think that maybe LeBron and Carmelo might end up in L.A. That could happen too. You know that, right, Sean?
Anything is possible, especially for NBA free agency and these big names, James, Anthony, Kevin Love. So it's hard to say what'll end up happening. Jeff, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. Of course I'm here. Where else am I going to freaking be, dude?
On that note, we have to run to our first commercial break of the day.
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be hanging out with us today. We're just coming back from our first break of the day. Remember, Sean and I do this show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. in the West. And if you live in the Central,
figure that out for yourself.
That's right, you rat bastards. Oh, it's Rat Bastard of the week today, ain't it?
That is right. The last one for last Friday was Michael Vick.
Correct. Is this the last Friday of the month?
Yeah.
This is the last Friday of the month. So we got not only do we got to come up with the Rat Bastard of the day, but we got the Rat Bastard of the month too, don't we?
Yeah, and the encyclopedia man's got to maybe Skype me or message me and ask me what his options would be.
And don't forget, coming up in the second hour of the show, we are going to bring in the producer man, Josh Lopez, on the lines with us. And him and I, and Sean if he wants, since Sunday is a big pay-per-view, Money in the Bank for WWE, and Josh and I are big WWE fans, we're going to spend the second hour of the show making predictions in the Money in the Bank matches and be talking about Money in the Bank matches and maybe what's coming up in the next pay-per-view as well. So we got a lot to get to on today's show. Sean, next topic, please.
The next story that we get to, we stay in the NBA. Zach Randolph and the Memphis Grizzlies have agreed to a 2-year, $20 million contract. I think it's a great deal, Jeff, because, Randolph has played a very big role with the Memphis Grizzlies. And Memphis, of course, is still a very good team.
Still a very good team. That's not a bad move by Memphis to keep Zach Randolph there. He's a good ball player. He's a really good ball player.
ESPN.com reported last weekend that the Grizzlies were working to complete a deal by July 1st to keep Randolph from reaching the open market. Sources close to the process said Friday that Randolph agreed to a 2-year, $20 million contract extension, which starts in 2015-2016 season, after invoking his $16.5 million player option for next season.
Not bad, right? He's worth that money, ain't he?
He's worth the money, and it's a good choice for Memphis, and it's a good fit for them. And they're still a young team, but very competitive in that Western Conference. So I agree with what the Memphis ownership did to get it done, because they didn't want to see him walk away and go to another team.
No, and they pretty much want to keep that team intact, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a pretty good team. They just want to tweak it here and there, but you got to keep Zach Randolph, and don't you got to keep Marc Gasol as well? You can't let him go, can you?
You can't let him go at all.
Right. So, I mean, they got to keep that team pretty much intact. I mean, not last year, but the year before that, they went pretty far in the playoffs, didn't they? Last year, they didn't go as far. To me, they're an up-and-coming team. They're on the rise. Whereas some of the other teams aren't on the rise, right?
Yep.
I mean, I happen to think, and the bad thing for the Memphis Grizzlies is that they're in the West. If the Memphis Grizzlies were in the East, they'd be killing it right now, and you know that as well as I do. Right, Mr. Right, Mr. 400,000 chin boy?
I'm saying that to the encyclopedia man.
I know you are. I'm seeing it. I see the chat room. What do you think? I'm blind over here?
Well, I thought you were enjoying a snack or a drink or what? Or
hey, I have a puff
with a nice smoke.
You're so funny. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you watching the World Cup?
I am not watching the World Cup.
I said to you,
do I care.
You said that to me during the break, right?
Before we came on the air.
Before we came on the air. And I'm going to tell everybody what I said to you when we were on hold waiting to come on the air when you asked me if I was watching the World Cup. I said to you, and I'm going to clean it up a little bit because I said it to you nasty. I would rather take a crap, a really good crap, than watch the World Cup soccer.
And then the soccer players will be like, "That's not right, Mr. Eskel."
You know when you got to go to the bathroom so bad, and then when you go, you're like, oh, and you feel so better.
No,
I would rather.
No, don't talk about bathrooms.
I would rather do that than watch the World Cup. I'm telling you, I can't stand the World Cup. I can't stand. It's so boring. And any person, I'm telling you right now, any person who is watching the World Cup of soccer and having a good time and going crazy, and you don't watch soccer the rest of the year or anytime, you are a bandwagon fan. That's it. And I refuse to jump on the bandwagon.
I'll agree with you there, Jeff, because I'm not the one who wants to waste my time seeing, oh, let's just watch a soccer player kick a ball.
I don't watch soccer during the regular year. I am not watching soccer now. I am not going to be a bandwagon fan like most of you people are. I just refuse.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, hit everybody with the bandwagon stuff. And, Sean, we know you're watching the Soccer World Cup since you're you sicko myth. Oh, my gosh. He is awful.
I refuse. I am not no like all these other people in the United States standing at Central Park in front of the big screen TV watching the game and going crazy. You people don't watch soccer during the regular year anyway. You bandwagon fans, you. Soccer's like watching hockey on grass. Get the hell out of here.
I think it was Nick who said that.
That was Nicholas that said that. Said soccer's like watching hockey on grass. Get the hell out of here.
Maybe the rat bass of the week should be the people who hop on the bandwagon to watch
You
soccer.
You know something? That is fantastic, Mr. Sean. I love it. You are absolutely correct.
I will stick that on there.
And I hate to tell you, but I'm making it that.
You got it.
All you bandwagon soccer fans, you are all the rat bastards of the week.
And you know what I'm going to say, too? Not just the rat bastard of the week. I'd say
the
that's
month.
The rat bastard of the month.
Damn
right
Skippy. Damn Skippy. All you bandwagon soccer fans are a bunch of freaking nobodies. I can guarantee you once the World Cup is over, none of you are going to watch soccer again.
Ooh, yeah. And everybody will be saying, all right, soccer's over. Where do we go to now? Oh, let's focus on the Major League Baseball season.
Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen.
And then they'll say NFL training camp is right around the corner.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I was speaking to shirtshopper.net yesterday, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they asked me a question. They said, you're the sports guy. Do you want us to put on some soccer shirts too? No! I couldn't get it out fast enough. Do not put soccer shirts on that site. I will stop promoting it. No way. Shirtshopper.net. Go check it out. They just told me they have all their NBA shirts on there, their NFL shirts are on there, and their MLB shirts are on there. All their teams are there.
I saw you post one. I really like that Patriot.
Did you like that Patriots tie-dye shirt, dude?
Yeah.
I told you would. You got to go and get that thing now, don't you?
Yes, I have to go and get that.
You have to have that now, don't you?
Yes, I do.
They have one for the Pittsburgh Steelers, too. You don't think
where are you, Wes?
You don't think Wes is going to want that?
I saw that he updated his cover photo on Facebook since he's a Steeler fan.
Yeah, I know. But that site is becoming a really cool site. Shirtshopper.net. Go check it out, boys and girls. They just put up all their NFL T-shirts, all their NBA T-shirts, and all their MLB T-shirts, and they told me that their NHL T-shirts will be out in about a week or so. And they're putting up their WWE T-shirts as well, hopefully in the next couple of days. So they're getting it all together, man. That's going to be a cool site. Go check it out, shirtshopper.net. You know what? This segment of the show was brought to you by shirtshopper.net.
And that's a good one to have for a good sponsor.
And all you bandwagon fans, knock it off. Okay, all you bandwagon soccer fans, knock it off. Because that's all you are. Because I can guarantee you 100% that once the World Cup soccer stops, you will not be watching MLS. You will not be watching any more soccer for another 4 years. Because that's what you people are. Unbelievable. I don't get it. Mike and Mike were on vacation today. So they had these two other schmucks sitting in there. One guy was wearing a soccer shirt. Oh, USA, they tie. They lose, but they still make. Isn't that freaking great? You lose the game to Germany, but you still go ahead. Oh, yeah, I love soccer. You lose, but you still move ahead. Great freaking competition there. The hell out of soccer. Soccer sucks. You get me started on. Hey, you're listening to Jeff Escow on Sean Mann
on Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann doing this show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. in the West, and if you live in the Central,
Figure that out for yourself.
that's right. So join us every Monday through Friday on SportsWorldRadio.com, or if you want to hang out in the chat room with us, head on over to Spreaker.com and hang out in the chat room with us. Like we got Sean in there, we got Dr. Myth in there, I'm in there, Joshy is in there, there's a whole bunch of people in there. Come on over and hang out with us. What are you laughing at, Sean?
I'm just giving Myth and the encyclopedia, man. They're giving it to me good, and I'm giving it to them. I'm loving it all.
Bandwagon soccer fans. That's what you people are. No, don't get me wrong. I played soccer in high school. I was just telling Sean. I played soccer in high school. I played goalie in high school. And the only reason why I did it is because the soccer coach was the basketball coach, and he asked me to play. He needed a backup goalie. I said, I'll play backup goalie. I got no problem with that, but I'm not doing any of the running exercises. You asked me to be on this team. I didn't ask you. I'm not doing any of the running exercises. When the team's running, I'm not. He said, okay. Don't get me wrong.
The next story we get to, Johnny Manziel defends his choices. Rookie quarterback Johnny Manziel said he's tired of being the object of constant attention when he's out and about during his free time.
That's his fault.
Yeah, it is. He also added that he's not changing for anybody. He goes, quote, I want to wake up with a week and not have my name going through something, he said Friday at the NFL's Play
Then
South
stay home.
Youth Clinic at the Cleveland Browns facility.
Then stay home. Stay home and don't go out. And don't do stupid crap. And I guess what? Your name won't be in the newspaper, you jackass. It's that simple.
And I'm working on getting better at that. But I want to go back home and spend time with my friends or go out and enjoy my weekends. I absolutely have the right to do that. That's Johnny Manziel with his perspective.
Myth asked me, Jeff, was that back in 1920 when you would play soccer? No, Dr. Myth, that was back in 1981. Sean wasn't even born yet.
You weren't even born yet either, Myth.
Okay? That was back in 1981 when there was no internet and there was no Twitter and there was no Facebook and there was no nothing. None of this existed back then.
Televisions were, and of course radios were.
Yeah, television and radio. That's it, man. You had to get all your sports talk from radio and TV, and that's it. Okay, I don't even think ESPN was alive then. Okay? How about them apples right there? How about living in a society with no ESPN? Huh?
Or a society with no Twitter or no
Yeah,
Facebook again?
You kids,
That'll probably happen.
you kids nowadays, you got it easy. Try and get sports stuff back in the old days. Not so easy. So yeah, I graduated high school. I was supposed to graduate high school in 1984. Sean, when were you born?
1987.
Jesus
So was
criminy.
Myth.
So I graduated, supposed to graduate high school before you guys were even born, Jiminy Crickets.
Look at Encyclopedia Man. Blah, blah,
Him
blah.
too. He's a little baby also. What is he, 19?
He was born in 1994, so he just turned 20 years old.
I got warts older than him. I got calluses on my hands older than he is.
Well, he's focusing on his science teacher.
How old is he, 19?
He's 20.
He's 20? I got screws in my knees older than him. How about that? Unbelievable. And he's the producer of the show? Holy freaking cannoli, Batman.
Well, he's the Encyclopedia Man.
He's the best at it. Best we've ever had at it.
So Manziel is complaining that he's not getting enough privacy, and
Well,
Jeff
you know,
says just stay home.
Well, let me ask you a question. You know what? You know something?
What?
I have all the privacy in the world. You know why?
Why?
I stay home.
Yeah, you stay in your studio watching Craig Ferguson.
I don't bother nobody. I don't go out and make a spectacle of myself.
What about if the kids come up to you and say Happy Halloween or trick or treat?
You want to know something?
What?
I'm in the backyard. I don't hear the bell ringing. I'm in the backyard in my studio. I don't hear the bell ringing. And you want to know something? We keep the front of the house dark during Halloween. The only way the lights come on is if you walk actually up to the door. So nobody comes up to the doors because they think nobody's home. So it's great. We're home. We buy candy every year. Nobody comes to the door. It's beautiful. So I get to eat all the candy. So I buy Halloween candy when I buy Halloween. I buy what I like because I know I'm going to end up eating it.
Well, what you could end up doing is get a bowl and stick some candy in there. You could say, take one piece for candy.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to tell you something. When I was a young kid, growing up in New York, we lived in this apartment complex, hundreds and hundreds of apartments, hundreds of them, right? Me and all my friends, we used to go trick-or-treating every year, right?
Right.
There was this lady who always left a big, huge bowl of candy at her door. Every year. You had to walk up the steps. Always the big bowl. Every year, me and my friends went to her door first. Because if you didn't get there at the beginning of the night, you weren't getting crap. Just take one? Yeah, right. Just take one, my ass. My friends and I would empty the bowl. We'd be like four of us. I'd take a quarter of the bowl, my buddy take a quarter, my other buddy take a quarter, and my other buddy take a quarter. Bowl's empty. Everybody else is crap out of luck. Then you go back a couple of hours later and the bowl's filled again. The bowl's all filled again. You do the same thing.
That's the way Halloween works.
Oh, man, just take one. Yeah, right. Let me ask you a question. When you were you probably did just take one.
One time I took two and I was asked to take one.
One time, if they say just take one, you always... whenever somebody says just take one, I never take one. I take my hand in there and I take a handful. That's what it is, and I put it in there. That's why when you're the person who's got the hot... See, when the kids knock on your door, you don't take the bowl to them and say just take one. You hold the bowl in your hand and you put the candy in their bag. Okay, so what you do is you take a hole full of candy in your hand, and then you just go and drop a little bit in each one's bag. That's how you do it.
Back
You don't
in
let
the
them
change-
pick. You pick it.
Change of subject. Here's what's happened in
You
the chat
started
room.
it. It's your fault.
Dr. Myth goes, 20, I have body pains older than you, Josh. And here's what the Encyclopedia Man says. Probably have a sex life longer than me. LMAO.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Just take one true meaning, all of it. That's what Dr. Myth says with going back to the candy.
Don't forget, we got Josh Lopez, the producer of the show, coming in the second hour of the show, and him and I are going to ramble on about some wrestling going on. About some WWE, which got the pay-per-view coming up. So get ready for that. That's coming up in the second hour of the show. That should be a lot of fun. Hey, I want to give a shout-out, birthday shout-out, to one of my good friends, Joey Dunham Parent. Hey, Joey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's a model. She's been on Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C with us before. Joey's great. She's been on the show here. She's been in the chat room before. So happy birthday, Joey.
Happy birthday, buddy.
It's a broad. It's not a guy. It's a lady.
I know that.
It's
I know.
a broad. It's Joey. She's cool, man. She is so cool. I miss her. I got to get her back on the show. Because she'll talk
Well,
sports with us. Yeah, she'll talk sports with us. Okay, throw me another story there, you rat bastard.
Well, Jeff, you're saying that Manziel has been bickering and complaining too much, and you just say, just stay home with your friends.
Just stay home with your friends. Yeah. Hey, Johnny, I got an idea. You don't want to be in the newspaper for stupid shit? Don't go out and do stupid crap like that. Stay home. Kyle Lowry from the Raptors just sent to the Miami Heat.
Ooh. I don't know what. Is that going to mean the breakup of the big three in Miami, though? Since they just made this move?
Kyle Lowry is going to take the place of LeBron James. Yeah, right. Lots of luck with that happening.
Thanks there, Encyclopedia Man. So,
I read an
Lowry
article.
going from Toronto, Ontario, and he's going down to South Beach to play in Miami.
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony is going to make his decision in the second week of July.
I agree. I think it's going to be right after the holiday weekend, and then by the second week of July, we'll know something there.
We'll know where Carmelo's going to go. And like I said, it's only going to be a couple of teams. If I'm reading this correctly, it's the Knicks, the Bulls, the Lakers, the Rockets, and the Mavericks.
Encyclopedia Man would like to have Melo on his Chicago Bulls.
I don't want him on the. To me, personally, I'm in Phil Jackson's camp. I could care less whether he goes or stays. Now, Phil Jackson hasn't said that officially, that he doesn't care whether Carmelo goes or stays. But I actually think that he doesn't really want Carmelo on the team. Personally, that's just my. And personally, for me, I could care less whether he goes or stays. I don't think he's going to end up either in Houston or Dallas. I think it's going to be either the Knicks, the Bulls, or the Lakers, or even Miami, even though there was no mention of Miami.
I really don't think, if you look at Carmelo Anthony's choices, I'm going to rule out the Knicks, and I'm going to say, like you said, I'm going to say three teams, the Bulls, the Lakers, or the Heat. Those are the three options that Carmelo Anthony could look at on the table.
Okay, I'm looking at this article right now by Mark Spears of Yahoo Sports. Here's a line. The source says Anthony loves New York and playing for the Knicks, but there are still questions surrounding the franchise. The main variables, the direction of the first-year president Phil Jackson and first-year coach Derek Fisher, and how long it will take the Knicks to become a winner again. Anthony yearns to be in a winning situation now, and knows he would have to be patient if he stays with the Knicks, the source says. But then again, the Knicks are the only team that can offer Anthony a 5-year deal worth $130 million, compared to a 4-year deal at $96 million. So you're going to tell me Anthony's going to leave leave the 130 and take 96? Do you think that?
No.
I don't think that either. I think he's going to take the 130, sign the 5-year deal with the Knicks, and stay there. And he'll be there for 5 years. He'll win the champ. I think the Knicks will win the championship in the next 5 years. I do believe so. And and Phil Jackson has to convince Carmelo Anthony that. That's all he's got to do, is convince Carmelo Anthony of that. All Phil Jackson needs to do is sit down with Carmelo and show him his plan. That's all he needs to do, and you know that's what he's going to do. Hey, we're going to run to our first update of the day. This update is brought to you by shirtshopper.net. For all your T-shirts, head on over to shirtshopper.net and get all your T-shirts. Like I said earlier, shirtshopper.net just put up all their NFL T-shirts for all their teams, their NBA T-shirts for all their teams, and the MLB T-shirts for all the teams. So head on over to shirtshopper.net. They also got some great novelty T-shirts, some killer women T-shirts and guy T-shirts. Head on over to shirtshopper.net. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
45 minutes past the hour. It is Friday, June 27th, 2014. Let's start in Major League Baseball, shall we? One final from today in the American League, the Tampa Bay Rays. They prevailed by a score of 5-2 over the Orioles in a big AL East matchup because Baltimore, of course, is trying to chase the Toronto Blue Jays, who are leading the AL East. And, of course, that's the first game of that day-night doubleheader. They play tonight, the Rays and the Orioles do. Other games we have in the American League, you got the Red Sox playing the Yankees, White Sox at the Blue Jays, Twins at the Rangers, Angels at the Royals, Tigers at the Astros, and the late game tonight is the Indians taking on the Mariners. Switching to the National League. Right now, bottom of the 8th inning, the Cubs lead the Nationals by a score of 7-2. Other games we got the Braves, the Phillies, Mets at the Pirates, Athletics at the Marlins, Rockies at the Brewers, Cardinals at the Dodgers, Diamondbacks at the Padres, and the Reds taking on the Giants. In the NBA, of course, the big news coming, Mitchell Wiggins has found himself a new home. He was drafted as the first pick in the NBA draft last night. Jabari Parker went number 2 to the Milwaukee Bucks. Joel Embiid from KU went to the Philadelphia 76ers. Aaron Gordon from Arizona was drafted by the Magic. Dante Exum from Australia went to the Utah Jazz. The Boston Celtics, they drafted Marcus Smart from Oklahoma State University. The Lakers got Julius Randle from University of Kentucky. And the list goes on. So the NBA draft went on for a few hours last night as it is all complete. Remember, the NBA free agency starts July 1st. In the NFL, Johnny Manziel says he would like to have more privacy. He goes, I'm glad to be pretty popular around the area, but I'd like to, spend time with friends and enjoy weekends by myself and kind of enjoy it where I don't have to deal with the public people asking me questions. That is the first update of the day. We're going to run to a commercial break right now. And remember, this first update was brought to you by shirtshopper.net.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us. And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion? Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone? It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hour of sports talk on the internet. I can freaking guarantee it, because you never know where we're going to go, because you know why? I don't know where we're going to go. That's why, which makes it so much fun. The only people who knows what's supposed to be going on in this show is Josh, the producer, and Sean. And sometimes I blow the whole thing up, which is the best part of the whole show, I think. What do you think, Sean?
I think it's fabulous. I always enjoy doing the fastest 2 hours of sports, and we are already at 51 minutes past the hour. And then second hour, you're going to be talking with the Encyclopedia Man about some WWE wrestling.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Are you going to hang out on the show?
If you want me to stay another hour, I can.
Yeah, well, you're going to need to do the updates too, you rat bastard. I'm not letting you off that easy.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
Get something to drink, maybe a glass of milk.
Yeah, maybe. Yesterday we went a little over. That was kind of fun. We don't do that much.
I was glad.
We don't do that much, right? We don't do that much. Yesterday we went a little over. Today we're going to bring in the producer of the show, and he's hardly ever on the air with us, but this guy is a wrestling aficionado.
Well, I have another one to...
You want to know something really quick? Hey, Josh, I've been watching wrestling longer than you've been alive, my friend. How about that? Okay, now, where you want to go now?
I believe you, because you've talked a lot about it with Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C.
I talk about it all the time, don't I? I mean, I've been watching it longer than Josh has been alive. I think I've been watching it. How old are you, 27?
I'm 27.
Oh, my God. 27?
I'm 27.
I think I've been watching it longer than you've been alive. I've been watching it since I'm knee-high to a grasshopper, and I'm 48. Oh, my God, I'm old.
The story we get to, Jeff, we talk about a Major League Baseball that has become a very red-hot team in the American League West. Not just the Oakland A's have been doing really well, but the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Could this be the year that they could win the World Series? I've been seeing some of their play, and I got to ask you, Jeff, what do you think of the way they're playing right now?
They're not playing too bad right now. They're starting to make a move. They got Josh back. They got Josh Hamilton back. Thank God for that, man. I had to take him off my DL and finally put him on the roster.
Hamilton's been doing well. Albert Pujols is doing well. And I think this is exactly what people expected, is that the Angels were going to be a team that's going to be competing in that American League West. Scioscia is a great manager. He has done really, really well ever since he came in and took over for Terry Collins, who was manager of the Angels. And then, of course, then Scioscia came and he won the World Series in 2002 against Steroid Boy. And it seems like the Angels have always been close, but the Angels are very competitive.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the freaking standings to come up on my computer, but everything is moving so freaking slow, it's driving me crazy.
Well, I'll go to the American League West. I know it's running slow, but I got it for you. You got the Oakland Athletics, Jeff, quickly. They're 48-30. Everybody expected that the A's were going to be right in contention, and they are. They are the team that very well could win it all. But the thing with the Athletics is that can they get out of the first round if they have to play a Game 5? Because the A's have had some pretty bad history of late with winning Game 5s in the American League Divisional Series.
Yes, they have, but
you're the one who picked Bob Melvin to be the AL manager of the year.
Listen, I like Oakland, and Oakland's been in first place the whole year. Okay, I'm looking at it now. They're 3.5 out. I'm looking at it now. Oakland's been in first place the whole year. I mean,
don't count.
Who did you pick? Who did you pick? L.A. or Oakland to win that division?
I believe, Jeff, I went with the Oakland Athletics. Yes, I did. I picked Oakland.
Who did I pick?
To win the division?
Who did I pick?
You picked. You picked Oakland as well.
I did, huh?
Yep.
There's something about Oakland. I don't know what it is. They got a bunch of nobodies on that team, and they do great.
They're just a young ball club, and Bob Melvin's done a great job as manager. You know, and that could be a 3-team race if you look at it. You got Seattle that's starting to play good ball too, but the question is, can the Mariners stay in this thing? Can they compete in that American League West and battle it out with Oakland and the Angels? Hard to say. They're 42-37. Texas, of course, has gone downhill since the Hamilton trade, 35-43, and then of course you got Houston, the typical Astros, in last place as always.
Yeah, and Texas has been in the World Series the last couple of years, haven't they?
2010 and 2011.
Right. So, and for them to be down there at the bottom with Houston is pretty shabby. I mean, think of it this way: Texas is only 2 games in front of Houston. That's ridiculous. So really, this is only a 3-team race: Oakland, L.A., and Seattle. Seattle's 6.5 out. I don't think Seattle's got a shot. I think this is going to come down between Oakland and L.A. I could be wrong about Seattle, but I think it's coming down between Oakland and L.A.
The AL Central is amazing when you look at it. You got Detroit that had a bit of a slump, but now they're starting to play well. They are 43-32. Kansas City is 40-38.
Kansas City was in first place at one point, weren't they?
Yeah, and I remember when Frank was on, we were talking about it too. Could the Royals be a team that could stay competitive? If they could, this could be good for Major League Baseball if they're seriously in the heat of the pennant race by August and September. Or will it just be where the Royals fold and give up because that team is on a 29-year drought since they last made the playoffs? Cleveland, of course, is 38-40. Minnesota, 36-41. The Chicago White Sox, they are 36-44. So, Jeff, when you look at the AL Central, it could be anybody's division, really, because it's just you got teams that are 500 and below 500.
Look at your freaking Boston Red Sox, man.
Been a problem all year.
They're looking
just been
pretty
up
shabby.
And down all year.
They're looking pretty shabby. You know something? It's kind of funny when they're looking pretty shabby. You don't hear much about them from you, but when they're like in first place and they're playing really well, you hear a lot from you.
Just got to be a good winner and a good loser, but I still show up. You know, unlike some people who just decide not.
You're a better winner than you are a loser. You know?
Well, last year was magical. Jeff never heard the end of it after they won the World
Series.
Series.
I haven't heard too much from you this year at all. Hardly anything because they just stink right now.
The Yankees stink too, and Jeff, you may very well get your wish
that
both the Red Sox and Yankees don't even make the playoffs this year.
I hate to tell you something. They're 5 games better than the Red Sox. Correct?
Yes, and Toronto is playing good ball, and they're a team that's very well could run away with the American League East.
I think Baltimore's going to win it. Baltimore's just toying with Toronto.
Yeah, the
Yankees, how pissed off is Major League Baseball going to be if the Yankees or Boston ain't in it?
A lot of people will be finding it weird and strange that you don't see either the Red Sox or Yankees not in October baseball.
Okay, let me see what's going on here. Washington is still in the first place in the National League East. Only 1 game above Miami, 1 game above Atlanta, and 2.5. Look at Miami. That's sad. Miami's 39-40. And they're 2.5 games out of first place. That's sad.
The National League East is like the AL Central and the AL East. It could be anybody's division.
That is sad.
And how about the Milwaukee Brewers? You talk about the Athletics. It's the Brewers who are 49-32, and everybody didn't even know if the Brewers were going to be good. But Milwaukee, they're tough.
They're doing their thing. 5.5 up over St. Louis. Who did you pick in that division there?
I went with the Cardinals.
I think I did too, right?
Yeah, you went with the Cardinals too.
How about those Pittsburgh Pirates? 8 games back.
Uh-oh, where's Wes? He's not happy about that.
He's not here. He doesn't show up. We won't see Wes until football season. You know that, right?
Well, I saw he update his cover photo on Facebook, and he already put one of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's already abandoned. He's already abandoned the Pittsburgh Pirates. Already abandoned them. That season's not even halfway over, and he's already abandoned them. Hey, Wes, you're really a true Pittsburgh Pirate fan, aren't you?
He was happy and talking so much smack last year when the Pirates actually ended their 21-year drought.
It's already abandoned them. Gone. History. See ya. You guys stink. I ain't rooting for you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not going nowhere to talk about you. I'm not listening when nobody talks about you. Nothing. Wow. Unbelievable, huh?
That's right, Encyclopedia Man. Wes is a bandwagon fan. He only shows up if Pittsburgh teams are winning, and it's been a rough for him because he's upset about the Steelers.
If he comes in here and starts bitching about that again, I'm going to say, listen, football season starts soon. Shut up and relax.
On that note, we have to run to a commercial break here at the top of the hour.
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, and now Coming on to the show, the producer of Sports World Radio himself, Josh Lopez. What's going on there, buddy?
What's up, you rat bastards?
How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. Pretty hot day down here in Chicago, and the Central rules. And Sean, it's 6:04.
Central does not rule. Hey, why do we keep having
people figure it out?
Hey, you know something, Sean? I gotta stop letting these Central Zone time guys on the show, dude.
That's all we got here is guess.
You know, all you three guys are the Central Time Zone, and me, Sean, and Ron are the West Time Zone. We need to have a triple tag team match. You know that, right?
Oh my gosh.
One thing you got going for you guys is that, especially since I'm the other Chicago person here, I won't blow your speakers.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, where's that windbag anyway?
Watching the Cubs, I guess.
No, he just turned his Skype on too. How come he's not hanging out in the show? That windbag.
He's probably taking a nap.
And if you don't know who we're talking about Frank Sprankle, who's on the show every Tuesday and Thursday in the second hour of the show. He comes in and brings his sports takes on what we're talking about. It's kind of fun, but he's a windbag. He lives in Chicago, man. You know what? All I got to do is ask him a question, and me and Sean could just shut up, and he can talk for an hour about it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's why.
And he loves soccer.
That's why I like to call him windbag. Because he's a talker, man. He could talk up a storm. But I was a talker, but holy freaking cannoli, Batman.
Yeah, he went on a big tangent on the World Cup yesterday.
World Cup. You know, what I wish I could say to you, I wish I could say on the show to the fans what I said to you while we were on hold about soccer. Because you were rolling. I had you fall out. You were almost falling off your chair, weren't you?
Yeah.
I figured. Yeah, I had you going, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. And then he asked me something, and I said, no, I would rather watch soccer. So there was at least one thing that would force me to watch soccer. Right? Because there's no way I'm jumping on that ship neither.
You don't want to hang out with the twerky bunnies?
No, I don't want to hang out with Adam Rose's. I don't want to hang out with Adam Rose's quirky bunny and be a Bud Rose. No, I'm not going to be no Rosebud.
They got a penguin there.
I don't care what they have there. I'm not going to be no Rosebud. If I'm listen, if I have to make a choice between watching soccer and becoming a Rosebud, I'm watching soccer. I'm sorry. Okay?
You still have paint dry.
But but I'm telling you something. I would rather take a really good crap than watch soccer.
Oh, jeez, Jeff, I'm drinking some juice here. You're making me sick.
Okay? It's just the way I feel about soccer. And I played it in high school, so don't get me wrong. Or in junior high.
Gotta get off that Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I don't drink Mountain Dew.
Oh, Encyclopedia Man, you had to hit me with that, didn't you?
I don't drink Mountain Dew. I drink iced tea.
It increases your neck level.
Increases your neck level. What, 16,000 chin boy over here.
Wait a minute. Leave me out of this.
Hey, Josh, I'm going to show you Saturday night how to take a selfie.
All right.
Encyclopedia Man,
I'm going to the game. Josh, I know you're not into baseball, but if you have a chance, go over to SanDiegoPadres.com and watch the Tony Gwynn tribute.
I'm a baseball fan. It's just my team's sucking right now.
I know. Go over there and watch it.
I played baseball a lot when I was little.
Go over there and watch it if you can, dude.
Yeah.
It's amazing, the Tony Gwynn tribute. In fact, you know something? Frank was watching it on SanDiegoPadres.com because they were streaming it there last night. And he said he even got tears in his eyes.
Anybody would, especially with what's happening.
Come on. He didn't even get to watch the whole thing. He didn't turn it on until like maybe there was like 10 minutes left. Imagine if he watched the whole thing. Dude, I was sitting over here last night doing this all night for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I got tears in my eyes listening to the whole show right now, but
I can tell you got tears in your eyes.
I mean, it was awesome. So if you get a chance to check it out, go check it out, man. It was pretty cool.
I'll watch it after SmackDown.
Yeah. So Josh is on the line with us because he's a big wrestling fan. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I've been watching wrestling longer than you've been alive, son.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm a big, huge wrestling fan. I go back to the Bruno Sammartino days and the Superstar Billy Graham days.
Haystack Calhoun,
yeah. Gorilla Monsoon when he was actually wrestling.
Killer Kowalski?
Yeah, all those guys. The Iron Sheik. All
Oh,
those
boy.
guys. Yeah, Tony Garea.
Still hasn't done anything in the WWE since.
And
he still has a job there.
How about this guy, Ivan Polish Hammer Putski?
Oh, I remember him.
Okay, I go back to way. I had dinner with Ivan Putski, Tony Garea, George the Animal Steel, Vince McMahon Sr.
And Vince was on the commentary.
Yeah, Vince McMahon Sr. and Vince McMahon Jr. I had dinner with, me and my dad, at my dad's Chinese restaurant.
That's awesome.
Way back when. My dad had his own insurance business, his own insurance company way back when, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had insurance on this Chinese restaurant in Chinatown. Killer Chinese restaurant. There used to be, every time we went there was a line out the door.
I guess it was the easy way for you to get into those stocks, right?
Yeah, my dad would walk right to the front of the door and yell the owner's name. And he would come to the door and the owner would say, "How many?" My dad would tell him how many were in the party, and they would take out a new table and set it up, and everybody would be like, what the hell's going on here? These people just got here and they're walking in and getting served. And the owner of the restaurant would turn around to everybody and says, "He's one of the owners."
Talk about money in the bank.
Yeah, we'd walk right on in and get seated. We never had to make a reservation or not. It was the best Chinese food I've ever had in my life. And I missed that. Yeah, I missed that. So, I've been watching wrestling for a very long time. So that's what we're going to be doing this hour here. We're talking about Money in the Bank that's coming up this Sunday, 5 o'clock on the East, 8 o'clock on the West on pay-per-view. But if you have the WWE Network like I do and like Josh does, it's basically free.
Yes, sir.
Because you
You
pay
just put it on like a regular channel. It's right there.
You pay $10 a month and you get the WWE Network and every single pay-per-view. In fact, they're having 2 of them this month. So, if you were to buy both pay-per-views this month, it would have cost you $110. You know how much it cost me? $10. You know how much it cost Josh? $10. I'm not too thrilled with that because my stock went down. But because I got a lot of stock in the WWE. You think Vince McMahon was pissed off at how much money he lost? Jeez Louise, Batman. I didn't lose nearly as much as he did, but I lost a lot too.
Still got to pay those bills though.
Yeah, gotta pay off those bills.
But it'll come back up. They still don't have 1 million subscribers to the WWE Network yet.
Well, they're still waiting to get their release out to the international market, which should happen right at SummerSlam. And then in 2015, I think it will fully go global to all their different markets as well.
Right. It's not fully. It's just for the U.S. and Canada market now, right?
Yeah.
Right. But still, they don't have 1 million subscribers in the U.S. and Canada yet?
I'm surprised about that. But now you got everything with the internet where people are sharing their passwords and usernames to get to the account. So you got that factored in. And still, people stream their pay-per-views on their online feeds or whatever. And then you got people that probably go by their friend's house and watch the show. So there's a lot of different factors. But for what's been out for the last... Okay, we're in June, so the last 4 months.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's crazy. It's only been 4 months, but it's been successful.
Yeah, they got
the rise of NXT, the new show they got there, and they got a lot of great content, like the Legends House, which had their first season, and then you got all the pay-per-views.
Hey, dude, how funny was the Legends House?
It was fantastic.
Was that not? You know what? That was $10. That was worth the $10 a month alone.
Yep. Mean Gene and his humor is money all day.
I love Mean Gene. The best line he's ever said, I love. Holy balls. How old is Mean Gene?
And then Hacksaw Jim Duggan was falling in love with Roddy Piper. I was like, what's going on here?
Hey, Josh, how old is Mean Gene Okerlund?
Man, he has to be probably in his early 70s.
Early 70s, right? So can you picture a gentleman in his early 70s going, holy balls? I was...
And he's the bartender.
Yeah. Every single time he said it, I laughed my ass off. I thought that was the best freaking line that ever came out of his mouth. And you want to know something? I did not know that Pat Patterson was gay.
I didn't know either.
How
There's
about
a lot
that?
of crazy stuff that went down. But watch the first season of Legends House. It's really worth the watch.
That was
Even though the show was made a couple years prior to being aired.
That was fantastic, man. Hacksaw, hold on. We'll go to a break in a minute. Hacksaw and Roddy Piper were just like two lovebirds, man. Hacksaw was going nuts when Roddy left the house, huh?
Yep.
That was freaking awesome. Great show. Hey, we're going to run to a quick commercial break. On the other side of this commercial break, we'll be talking about some more WWE, and we'll get into the Money in the Bank that's coming up on Sunday. You're listening to Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, and Josh Lopez, the producer of Sports World Radio, hanging in with us. We're going to be talking some WWE and Money in the Bank coming up. They don't have many matches, do they?
Well, coming off of Raw last Monday, there was about 4 matches. But now I just did we released a predictions article from BetweenTheRolls.com, which I do live coverage for every show that goes on and the pay-per-views. So you can check that out, BetweenTheRolls.com, and we got about 7 matches so far.
Only 7, huh?
Yep. We got first one here. We got is Layla against Summer Rae with Fandango as a special guest referee.
What did you say? Fandango?
These three been in a love triangle over the last couple of months, and I think it might come to an end here on the Sunday.
Fandango?
Yeah, Fandango.
I can't stand that guy. I can't believe he has a job at the WWE.
Dude, he said he has the luckiest job. He gets to make out with two hot chicks every show.
It goes by the name of Fandango. Oh my God. You know?
Yeah.
I hope that's the opening match.
Yeah, that should probably be in the pre-show or right before the main event.
Good. No, I don't want it. Yeah, right before the actual pay-per-view starts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because then I don't have to worry about missing the pre-show because I don't really care about that match.
Well, you have Daniel Bryan going to be on the pre-show.
Yes.
It's be his first appearance since being stripped out of the title. Jeff, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to be ready for Battleground, or he might be ready to go at SummerSlam?
No, he's going to be out for a while. Come on, dude. He had neck surgery.
It's interesting. You know, a lot of people said that his recovery time has been taken aback over the last couple weeks. He still has a loss of feeling in his arms. So it's I'm really intrigued to see what happens on the pre-show.
Well, if he's not there, you'll know why.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're not going to force him to go if his arms aren't working. Correct?
Yep. You heard about Josh Matthews being released, right?
Who?
Josh Matthews.
Yeah, Josh Matthews is out of there. That was kind of a shocker. Why don't you get a job there?
I should have a job there. I know more about the product than all the commentators on there.
I know you do. You probably know more about it than freaking Vince.
JBL with his Civil War references every show.
Okay, that guy's got to go.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of him because he's just worthless.
He'd be talking about mid-carders from the 70s promotions.
Yeah, he is in such love with Bolieve, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
It is.
Speaking of believing, the next match here, we got Rusev against Big E.
Big E and Rusev. Rusev needs to finally lose a match. And you know what I kind of find funny? I know they're American, and I know this is just an act and all that, and it's just their shtick right now. But you know what I kind of find funny? That they beat up on the Americans, but they're in America making American money.
Yep, I actually like the Rusev and Lana character. It's unique.
Who is
it's
that
one of the
broad?
better heel roles that I've seen over the last couple years.
Who is that broad?
Lana. Her name's C.J. Perry. She was an actor before she came to WWE.
Why'd she come to the WWE?
I don't know. She's hot and she could fill a lady role.
I like to see that dress go up a little higher too.
And then it's funny when they had the whole presentation, right? And then they put Vladimir Putin on the Titantron.
I know.
Vladimir Putin.
Yeah. You people in America stink. You're American mafia. You're American money. No good. Yeah. If it's no good, then why are you in America making American money, you jackass? That's how I look at it. I mean, she's pretty much talking out of both sides of her mouth there because she's saying America's no good, the administration is no good, America stinks, but we're in America making money.
You know, well, I'm really intrigued about this match because I was there for Payback in Chicago last month, and even though the match Rusev and Big E had were about 3 or 4 minutes, for guys those size, they could put on a decent 5-minute match. So I think I'm going to go with Rusev, though. I don't really know when they're going to really start his first major program, Jeff, but it could probably be right before SummerSlam. So I'm going to go with Rusev in that match.
I'm taking Big E in that match. Rusev's been beating up on Big E a lot. I think it's Big E's turn.
Now, there's been a lot of people questioning if that's been a racial thing with Russia since he's been only competing against African Americans over the last couple of months on television. You see any right in that, or is it just a lot of guys just they feed them to?
I don't see anything about that at all. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. Next match here, we got the young British lovely lady here, Paige, defending her Divas title against Naomi from Total Divas.
I think more girls end up in that match before that match is over.
You think they're going to add to the match?
I think what's going to happen is that match is going to start off with 2 of them, and there's going to end up with 2 more in there, or maybe even 3 more in there, because I think Alicia Fox, Trinity, right?
Yep.
One in there, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
Trinity is Naomi.
Trinity,
so you also got her partner Cameron, who's been
Cameron, that's
stirring
the
up the
one.
pot over the
That's
last
one,
couple of
Cameron.
weeks.
Yeah, Cameron and Alicia. I think those 2 are going to get involved in that match, and then somebody's going to come out and say, this is now a four-way match, and that's what's going to happen. How about
Who
that?
you got walking out with the championship?
What? The WWE World Title?
No, the Divas Championship.
I got Paige winning it.
Yeah, I see Paige winning it. It's kind of interesting though. They are filming the 3rd season of Total Divas right now, so they're probably the big story of Naomi and Cameron splitting off with each other. So I think some way somehow Cameron's gonna cost Naomi the match.
That's why I think Alicia and the other girl are going to get involved, screw the match up, and then somebody's going to come out and make it a 4-way.
All right, next one here. This match is really intriguing to me. 2 teams have been fighting each other over the last couple months. We got the Usos defending their tag team championship against Rowan and Harper of the Wyatt family.
Somehow, some way, the Usos win that match.
You're going with the Usos?
Yeah, somehow, some way, they're going to win that match.
Now, I know you're not a big Wyatt family supporter, but can you tell the audience why? Because they've been getting cheered over the last couple months.
I don't get it. They're a bunch of freaking animals, a bunch of nobodies. I don't get it. I don't like them.
Do you think it's a connection thing they have with the Duck Dynasty show that's been going on?
No. Why? You hearing a lot of that?
I'm hearing a lot of that, and then you know how the wrestling society has changed where heels are now cheered now. So you really can't establish who's a bad guy or good guy now, because you have bad guys being portrayed as a good guy based on crowd reactions over the last couple shows.
How much longer is the Wyatt family going to stay together?
I still think they're going to stay together. I don't see them breaking up, not even till beginning of next year.
You know, they're not going to be, the 3 of them won't be together too much longer, I think. I mean, they broke up the Shield, now they're going to break them up.
Only a matter of time.
Yeah.
But, Jeff, as far as this match, you know, I wasn't a big Usos fan when they first came out, but watching the pre-show last year for this particular pay-per-view earlier today, they had a match against the Shield, and I've been very happy with the way that the Usos been progressing over the last year, especially during the fall with that great tag team division they had with the Rhodes Brothers and then the Shield. So I'm gonna go with the Usos to retain. Now, here's the thing: even though if they might lose the title next month, you could do a little flip-flopping between both teams to just add intrigue with the title. Now you got the Stardust and Goldust characters teaming up with each other. Plus, you got Ryback, who's been winning a bunch of matches too.
Stardust, unbelievable. What the hell are they doing? What the hell are they doing to Cody Rhodes, man?
He's paying homage to his brother.
Unbelievable. Stardust, gold dust, stardust, blow dust. Holy balls.
Okay, Mean Gene.
I gotta get.
All right.
I gotta get that soundbite. I gotta get that soundbite.
All right, last one here before we go to our final update of the day. Money in the Bank ladder match for the briefcase match. We have Seth Rollins against Dean Ambrose against Dolph Ziggler against RVD, Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, and my guy, Bad News Barrett. Jeff, Bad News Barrett was injured during a SmackDown taping on Tuesday. Spoke to a guy I had on my show, Pro Wrestling Experience on SportsRadio.com. Justin LeBar, he was at the show on Tuesday, and he said Bad News Barrett had a separated shoulder, so there might be a chance he might be out of the match. So if there's any replacements for Bad News Barrett, who you think might come into the match?
Okay, who's in that one again?
We got Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Rob Van Dam, Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, and Bad News Barrett.
Seth Rollins, not Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose is going to win.
You're going with Dean?
Yeah.
It's
It's
intriguing.
it's okay. You know what? It's either going to be Dean or Seth, and I'll tell you why when we get to the main event.
Okay. Here's the thing with me with this match. I still think it's kind of early for either the Shield guys to win the ladder match, because they haven't really proved much what they've done as a singles character. Now, with this match, it's always about what kind of mid card guy is trying to take up that next top level main event spot in the company. And for that reason alone, I don't see Seth or Dean Ambrose winning the match. I think they cost each other the match, and then they have their own little feud heading into SummerSlam. So that leaves Dolph Ziggler. Now, Dolph Ziggler is a guy that's been losing a lot of matches, but the story they've been telling about him trying to redeem his redemption from last year. So I'm going with Dolph to win his second Money in the Bank ladder match.
Okay, I'm going either with Seth or Dean, and I'll tell you why when we get to the big one.
Okay. Before we get into the big one, SummerSlam's coming up soon. There's been a lot of speculations with Brock Lesnar. Do you think he's going to be in the title match?
Say that again?
There's been a lot of rumors going around about Brock Lesnar coming back at SummerSlam. Do you think he's going to compete in the title match?
Why do they always give him a title match? The guy's not around, and boom, he comes back for one pay-per-view, and they give him a title match? That's bull.
Well, he hasn't been in a title match since he's come back in the company.
Listen, if he's going to come back and they're going to give him a title shot and he wins, he's got to stay. So if he's not going to stay, why give him a title shot?
That's what I was kind of saying, plus with the fact that he broke the streak this year, it doesn't make sense for him to win the title at SummerSlam and then the next month lose it at Night of Champions.
Correct. If they're going to bring him back, they're not going to bring him back for a title. They'll bring him back for a big match,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think for a title match. And I'm kind of getting sick and tired of Paul Heyman. I'm the 21 and 1, and I'm the one, and my client, Black Lives. Hey, you know what? That's old. Hey, you know what, Paul Heyman? That's old news. Move on.
Ready to get to the final update?
Yeah, let's get to our final update. This final update is brought to you by Keurig.com. For all your Keurig coffee machine products, or for all your coffee machine products, or if you need coffee, you need tea, you need something to put all your coffee or tea in, whether it be a drawer or a spin ladle, head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Brewing perfection, one cup at a time. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the second and final update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff, and welcome everybody to the second hour of Sports World Radio. We are 31 minutes past the hour, Friday, June 27th, 2014. Here's some of the headlines we got and the sports scores on this Friday night. The salary cap in the NHL is set at $69 million for the 2014-2015 season. So the new salary cap being taken care of, so hopefully we do not have another NHL lockout with Gary Bettman being NHL commissioner. I know Ron Gallo can get us filled in next Wednesday for that. In the NBA, of course, the big news, Mitchell Wiggins was drafted as the number 1 pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers. He came from Kansas University. Jabari Parker got number 2, and he comes from Duke. He went to the Milwaukee Bucks. Joel Embiid was drafted 3rd by the Philadelphia 76ers, and he was drafted by Kansas University. The Magic selected Aaron Gordon from Arizona at number 4. Number 5, it was Dante Exum, and he comes from the country of Australia. So the NBA draft is officially signed, sealed, and delivered, and all over with. Next, we will be following all the major news for the NBA on where the major free agents go. In Major League Baseball, we've got a lot of action going on right now. Let's start in the American League, shall we? The Yankees have struck for 1 run against the Boston Red Sox. They lead by a score of 1-0. Tampa Bay, they've done the same thing, except that was in the top of the second inning on a James Loney home run, and as they're playing the day-night doubleheader. The Rays, of course, prevailed in the first game by a score of 5-2. Other games we have going on right now, the White Sox taking on the Blue Jays right now. That game is scoreless. That's in the top half of the second inning. The Twins taking on the Rangers tonight. Angels are at the Royals. Tigers at the Astros, and the Indians taking on the Mariners. We move on over to the National League, and here's what we got going on right now. The Braves, they lead 3-0 against the Phillies. After one inning of play on a Freeman home run. The Mets and the Pirates battling it out. It's 0-0, bottom of the second inning. Interleague play, the Oakland Athletics, they have a 2-0 lead against the Miami Marlins. Rockies at the Brewers, Cardinals at the Dodgers, Diamondbacks at the Padres, and Reds taking on the Giants. One final today, the Cubs over the Nationals by a score of 7-2. This last update was brought to you by Keurig.CoffeeMachines.com. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell say at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, Josh Lopez, the producer of the show. We're in here talking WWE and Money in the Bank coming up this Sunday night, 8 p.m. on the East, 5 p.m. on the West. Whether you're going to buy it on pay-per-view or you have the WWE Network, it's coming up. All right, Josh, what do we got next?
Next match here, the main event here, we got the WWE World Heavyweight Championship ladder match.
Okay.
You have John Cena, you have Randy Orton, you have Sheamus, you got Roman Reigns, you also have Cesaro, Alberto Del Rio, Bray Wyatt, and Kane. So there's been a lot of speculation as to who should win and who will win the match. So I'm going to lead the question. I'll let you go first, Jeff. Who do you think should win the title?
Okay, I have two thoughts on this. Okay. It's going to be one of two people, I think. It's either going to be John Cena or it's going to be Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns, let me say something. If Seth Rollins wins that ladder match, Roman Reigns is winning his match. If Dean Ambrose wins the ladder match, Roman Reigns ain't winning that match.
Diddly squat.
Correct.
You know, it's interesting. I never heard that point of view as far as this match is concerned. There's been the speculation about Cena or Orton winning, which would lead to a match against Brock Lesnar. But like we talked about earlier, that Brock should be in any title match right now.
No, he shouldn't.
So, all right, go ahead.
No, I don't think Brock Lesnar should be in any title match.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm going to read off the portion I talked about this match on the article. Is that okay with you guys?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right, cool. So basically, I said there's a lot of rumors and speculation going around this WWE World Heavyweight title picture. I know the easy route is to go with John Cena, but hear me out. For those saying that Brock Lesnar is going to be in the title match at SummerSlam, excuse me, but I haven't heard or seen on WWE.com that Brock is going to be in the title match. No, I'm not going to buy a recently WWE.com poll as a reason for Brock being in the match. It really doesn't do him any favors to have him win the title at SummerSlam, then lose it at Night of Champions. Here's the thing. I I don't think Brock should fight for the title until WrestleMania 31. It's a better story and it's got money written all over it. So now I'm erasing Del Rio, Cesaro, Sheamus, Randy Orton, John Cena as far as contenders to win the match. Now you're left with Kane, Roman Reigns, and Bray Wyatt. I feel the seeds would be officially planted for the Roman Reigns and Triple H program at SummerSlam when Randy Orton, Triple H, and Kane will cost Reigns the title. You still have the Bray Wyatt and John Cena feud going into this match, so that's the reason I don't feel Bray will win the title either. I know people won't like this pick, but it's the right pick at the end of the day. Kane should and will win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. If Kane is really the demon and the reason why Daniel Bryan had to be stripped out of the WWE World title, there is no other reason why he shouldn't win this match. I feel Kane will have his last right as champion heading into Battleground against Bryan. Bryan could put an end to Kane's career in a buried alive match at Battleground. Then heading into SummerSlam, he could take on somebody like Bray Wyatt. You can still have the John Cena and Brock Lesnar match. I still buy that as a viable one-on-one match. It just doesn't have the title with it. You could do Cesaro versus Randy Orton, and you could do Roman Reigns against Triple H. Now talk about a big SummerSlam pay-per-view that has money written all over it. So I'm riding with Kane to win the title. It's what's best for business. It's only a month, and it put an end to a long and great career for Kane.
Okay, so Kane's getting ready to leave and retire?
Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation that he wanted to go back to politics. Plus, he's also having to promote the new See No Evil movie.
Okay, so and Batista's gone, right?
Yeah, but Batista should be back by SummerSlam.
He had to go do his movie thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, so do you think Kane's going to win?
Personally, I would like to see Bray Wyatt win the match because it's a little something different. Plus, I think there could be a good feud between him and Bryan. But there needs to be an explanation and a payoff for what happened between Kane and Daniel Bryan before he had to strip the title. That's the only reason why I'm picking him, and he's the only guy that should win the match.
Really? See, I don't think
I still think it's early for Reigns and Cesaro.
I don't think Cesaro's going to win it because then we got to listen to Paul Heyman, and I really don't feel like doing that.
I don't blame you.
I happen to think it's the perfect time for Reigns.
That's the thing, though. They just broke up the Shield, and it's kind of obvious that they're going in a direction where Reigns is still going to battle the Authority.
Exactly. So why not give him the belt to battle it with?
What are you going to get with a Triple H winning the title over Roman Reigns?
Huh?
Why would Triple H fight for the title against Roman Reigns?
Why is Triple H fighting at all?
I don't know.
COO. He's the COO. Let him fight freaking... Let him go through... See, it's perfect. Let him go through the gauntlet. Seth Rollins, then Randy Orton, then Batista. Let him go through the gauntlet. He can set that up really easy.
I would just say that would be my stretch pick to be Roman Reigns. He's been having a lot of great momentum over the last couple of months, but I still think it's early.
Okay, so Kane choke slams Roman Reigns and then climbs the ladder to go get the belt?
Triple H music hits. Reigns falls down from the ladder into RKO. Or it still could be on the ground because the high spot they're going to do. Then Kane climbs up the ladder and gets the title. So Triple H is going to screw Roman Reigns right as he's going to grab the title.
Okay.
Hey, it's just my pick personally, I like to see Bray Wyatt or Cesaro to win the match, but just from my long-term knowledge of the product and what's best for the logical storyline, it has to be Kane.
Okay, and I think I think it would be better if they did Roman Reigns, because then Reigns can fight the corporation with the title. He's got the title now. They're going to come after him hard.
But can't you do the same thing where they did with Bryan, but instead Reigns is in the Royal Rumble and he wins it and wins the title at WrestleMania?
I guess, sure.
Because, yeah, okay, you got Reigns winning the title, but you're going to have a 3-month feud during the fall. I just think there's more money on the table to have him win the Rumble match than win it at WrestleMania.
Or how about this? Bryant comes back, fights Reigns, right?
Yeah.
And at the end, right when Reigns is getting ready to give Bryant the spear and go win, Triple H's music plays. Bryant runs up to Reigns, puts him in the arm bar-y thing that he likes to do, wins it. Triple H gets in the ring and raises Bryant's hands, and Bryant joins the corporation. Blammo! How do you like that?
Daniel Bryan turning heel?
How do you like that?
Wow.
You like that? Can I write for the WWE or what?
You know, I might use that for my show next week.
You like that, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a nice idea.
You like that idea, okay? And on that idea, we're going to take our final break here at Sports World Radio. You're listening to Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to the final segment of Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, and the producer of the show, Josh Lopez, joining us here. We do this show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West, and if you live in the Central,
6:48.
Out for yourself.
See, he does what Frank does. He yells the time that it is now. That's not the time we start the show in the Central Time.
5 o'clock.
See, I have to make you a smart ass too.
You rat bastard.
See?
God.
Hey, speaking of rat bastards, I'm gonna give Nick rat bastard of the week of that soccer is hockey on grass.
That was a great line. That was a fantastic line. Hockey is soccer on grass.
I heard it all when I heard that.
Get the heck out of here. You know what my reaction should have been? I should have turned around to him and said, "And what grass are you smoking right now to say that?" That's what I should have said to him, but I missed it. Hockey's like,
oh man.
Hockey's like, soccer's like hockey, only grass. Get the hell out of here. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Hockey's a lot faster than freaking soccer.
We heard Frank come up with some crazy analogy.
Well, what do you expect from the bag full of wind? What do you expect? Okay, so during the break, we were trying to figure out what we were going to talk about, and Josh said, "Well, Sean, now we can talk about LaQueen." I don't really feel like talking about it. So Sean, or producer man, what's the next topic?
Sean, I'll let you take that.
Sean, what's the next topic?
Oh, well, I don't really have a next story.
Boy, you guys are really good. 16,000 Chin Man over here doesn't have a story. The producer of the show doesn't have a story. Boy, you guys are really good. The hell do I keep you around for?
Oh, man.
Holy freaking Toledo.
Enjoy it.
Can we talk about Skip Bayless?
I hate that guy.
I want to hear a rant. I just want to hear a good rant before the weekend's over.
I can't stand that guy, Skip Bayless. Hey.
Yeah, what if happens, Jeff, if you were at ESPN Radio and you were working and you had to debate Skip Bayless and says, bring it on, Mr. Esco, I'll take you on.
I actually would like to go on tour. They do tours of ESPN and you get to meet certain people and sometimes and all this and watch certain shows. I'd like to take a tour of ESPN and get the chance to watch Skip Bayless' show. Because I wouldn't be able to hold my mouth. There'd be no way.
Oh, my God.
There'd be no way. You'd hear me in the background going, "What are you, crazy?" That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard, you rat bastard. I have a Twitter account.
I hate Skip Bayless.
That's what it is. It's called I Hate Skip Bayless. And if you too hate Skip Bayless, then you should follow me on Twitter. I can't stand that guy. I hate that rat bastard so much.
Do you hate him as much as you hate Jerry Jones?
I hate them equally as much. They're both.
Do you hate them more than you hate soccer?
Oh my God.
I would rather talk to Jerry Jones or Skip Bayless than watch soccer. Okay, so no. I would rather interview either one of those guys than watch soccer. So no.
Encyclopedia Man is flipping out there laughing.
I would love to interview Skip Bayless or Jerry Jones. Are you kidding me? Especially when Skip Bayless says something like, "My San Antonio Spurs." At the beginning of the season, it was my Miami Heat. At the end of the season, it was my San Antonio Spurs. You are
you have a better chance of listening to Snowman in the morning than watching soccer.
There you go. First of all, it's not because you don't own a piece of them and you've never played a freaking sport in your life. Okay? Your opinions, 90% of the time, are dead wrong. And you're a moron. I can't stand him. He drives me crazy. Jerry Jones, on the other hand, I would love to sit down and interview him and just pepper him with all the questions I want to know. Like, are you
That's
ever...
going to be pretty ugly.
Like, yeah. Like, are you ever going to hire a real general manager? Because seriously, you have done a disservice being the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, he would say, "Well, you become general manager, Jeff Escow, and let's, well, you can
I'll
run
tell you
things
what,
over
Jerry
there in
Jones.
Dallas."
I'll tell you what. I'll become the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys if you leave me alone and stay off my back. And don't
Jerry Jones is the Jerry Reinsdorf of football.
And don't micromanage me and let me do what I need to do to make you a winning team. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it because that's your problem. You micromanage. That's your problem. And you think
Mark Cuban, that's why he won't get LeBron.
And you think you're the world's best general manager. You're not.
He thinks he's done a fantastic job.
You might be a great owner, but your general manager skills suck. It's that simple.
Encyclopedia man just can't contain himself with laughter.
It's that simple. I mean, it's that simple. I'm looking at a picture of Tiger Woods on my computer here. He missed the cut. Oh, poor Bubba.
Hey, Jeff, one last thing before we wrap up the show for the week.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new selfie that came out last night
Uh-oh.
with our own Sean Mann.
Sean, you took a new selfie?
Man, I am going to seriously kick your goddamn
Sean, you took a new
butt.
selfie last night?
Yes, I did, and I did not want to hear that. I am seriously...
Go on Facebook.
Did you post it on Facebook?
Yeah, Encyclopedia Man, I am seriously going to kick your ass.
I just got off. Really?
Yes?
You
stinker. You stinker.
Hey, Josh, how bad is it?
I'll let you be the judge. I don't want to get kicked off here.
Okay.
Encyclopedia Man is not... that's Encyclopedia Man. I'm blocking you from my Facebook.
Oh, you're a wuss.
Wuss? Bull crap. I'm not the one who's bitching and moaning about the damn thing. It's just a damn fucking Facebook profile picture.
Oh, you're a wuss. Sean Mann, right there. Okay, let's go to his feed and see it.
See, and it's a picture with me right in front of all... Oh, Joshy, I am... Oh! You did that on purpose, didn't you? You just did that on purpose. Oh, my God.
We needed a good laughter to get out of the show.
Thank God we got minutes left. Oh, my goodness.
Where's this picture at?
That is in my room.
Jeff.
Oh, it's the profile picture?
Yeah, with all the Boston stuff right there.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Encyclopedia Man!
Hey, Sean, I see about 17,000 chins. He took his glasses off. He doesn't look like Drew Carey Jr. no more either.
Yeah, I took the glasses off.
Look, he's got he's got a Celtic hat on, a Boston Red Sox shirt on, and he's standing next to the Patriots. You know what that means, right? All three teams are going in a dumpster this year.
Yep.
Bull crap!
Patriots
No
will not
way!
make the
I'll never
playoffs.
throw
He
that
just-
stuff out. I'll just put it away and save it for next
He
season.
just jinxed himself by wearing different uniforms.
You're Bartman.
That's
You're
right.
Bartman
You're
of Boston.
Bartman. You're the Boston. You're the Boston. How do I encompass all three teams? You're the Boston sports Bartman.
Oh my freaking Lord!
You're the sports Boston of Bartman. You're the Bartman of Boston.
Man, I am seriously gonna have words with you after the show, you little bastard.
You're the Bartman of Boston. That's what you are. You're the Bartman of Boston.
Sit
Can you
there.
picture of nipples on there?
Hey, Sean, I'm gonna be posting a selfie Saturday night.
Oh, lovely! I can't wait to see
I am
this.
gonna show you the correct way of taking a selfie.
What?
That's right.
Stinking
You're gonna see me looking up to the sky, so you don't see my 16,000 chins. You only see one. I'm gonna show you how to take a selfie, okay? And in the capture, I'm gonna type in Sean. This is how you take a correct selfie. Sean Mann, Josh Lopez. This is how you take a correct selfie.
Oh my God!
That's right. And I'm going to have my sister take a picture of me standing next to Tony Gwynn's statue with my fedora hat on.
Oh.
Sean, all you had to do was put your hands over your chin so they could hide it. like I did.
Video man, shut your yap.
Sean, all you have to do is look up into the sky Stretch that neck out and take the picture, you rat bass. I can't. You know what? I spoke to Jazzy Jeff on the phone today. Jazzy Jeff is coming in Saturday, and he will be in the studio on Monday. Okay? I'm going to make Jazzy Jeff take a photo of himself in the studio to show you exactly how it's supposed to be done as well. So you'll get another opportunity.
Man, you are going to get your butt kicked.
That's great.
How much time? We got 1 minute left.
Oh, we got no minutes left. No minutes left. We're getting the flock out of here right now. I want everybody to have a great sports weekend. I know I am. I'm going to the Padres game on Saturday night. Everybody have a great, great weekend. We will see you on Monday. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. For Josh Lopez, Sean Mann, I'm Jeff Escal. This has been Sports World Radio. Peace out, bitches.
See you later, girls.
Goodbye.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?